Hello everybody, Gail here. Welcome to my channel. If you're new, I really appreciate that you stopped by to check me out and visit. I hope you like what you find, and if you do, if you give me a like and or subscribe, that is a great help to this little channel. And if you're one of my regular subscribers who comes back and supports my little channel and leaves such wonderful, warm, loving comments. You guys are just awesome, and I appreciate everybody. Everybody that stops by, I appreciate each and every one of you. Today I've got a tall, skinny journal I'm going to do a flip through of. Most of the digitals, with the exception of a few, are from my latest collection called Romantic Grunge. And I've got I think a couple images maybe from Ruby&Pearl and some labels from Rachel at Roxy Creations. I might have an image or two from some of my older kits, I'm not sure. But I have added pockets and ephemera, lots of authentic ephemera that I've made, journal cards and tags. Anyway, I hope you like it, so let's just take a look at it. And I'm just going to bring it up close because I have to put my camera up so high to get these tall, skinny journals. I thought I'd just bring it up a little closer so you can see. There's a little rusty safety pin and a little rusty bell. And I'm not sure, just a little dangle there. That's the back of it. This fabric, this is just some thin fabric that I had. I used it to cover the spine on the inside of the journal. And I had some left over. It's very soft. It's very soft. I had some left over, so I used it for the wraparound tie. So the closure is removable. This journal is covered in fabric. It is made from a manila folder and then covered in the fabric. On the back you can see this kind of grungy looking fabric that I've added, and on the front I've added a couple different fabrics. I've done a little fabric pocket and then just some lace down here and some fabric scraps, some dotted tulle on the bottom and up here on the top of the cover. This little element here, this is a little piece of fabric that I hand sewed the word time on it. And then this is a label from Rachel at Roxy Creations, and then I just added some little scrap pieces of lace underneath it. Here we've got just some lace. It's not new. I think I got it at Hobby Lobby, but I just love the color and the design. And then I had a strip of antique paper from an antique French book, and I just pleated it and added that on top. And then this is the pocket, and the pocket was not straight at the top, which I loved. I just felt it just fit in with this kind of whole romantic grungy vibe I'm trying to achieve here. I took a piece of fabric up here and ruffled it, and then this pocket I've added this very tall tag. I absolutely love her. I went in and she's originally in black and white, and so I colored the background and I gave her some beautiful blue eyes and a sepia tone, and I love the way she turned out. And then just some antique German Bible page and some French textbook page here. I embossed the bottom of the tag. And then the back is just some lace-stained paper. And then I just added a rusty clip at the top. Here you can see the grungy fabric more, and then the dotted Swiss. I tea-dyed the Swiss too, so it's not so white. And she just slips right in there. And that's the cover. We're going to take a look at this inside cover. And please excuse me if my voice starts going in and out. I'm just extremely dry today and nothing seems to be helping. So I will be taking more sips of water. I'm going to remove these so you can see the cover, I added some lace. I believe it's some tatting up at the top. This is the collage sheet that is included in the kit, and I used it for the inside cover and the inside back cover. And then I added this piece of lace. I sewed all the way around it and just folded this over and left a little flap. And then I have this vintage postcard, which I just love the colors in it. And it is dated 1911. So I tucked that inside. And then I have this vintage letter. I believe it's 1944. And it says Sussex up here in the postmark. But the, might say Gainsborough here. The writing is very tiny and kind of hard to read. It's just a grungy envelope. And then the inside has a letter. And all I can read is, I do believe that says Sherry. Dated, okay, yes, 27/10/44. Again, it's one of those letters with the teeniest, tiniest writing. It amazes me, first, anybody can write like that small, and then the young lady, apparently, who was receiving it on the other end, that she could even read it. It does say Miss, like Miss E.M. something. I can't read the rest of it. But anyway, I tucked that in the pocket also. And then this is a journal card from the kit, and I just slipped that up under this little flap. On this side, I made a tall tag shape and used it as a flip. I've added just a little ribbon up here, and I stamped. This is one of Lorna Taylor's new Creative Expression stamp line. I just love it. This background, I believe this background is in the kit. I've got a couple backgrounds, I think, in here that might be from something else, but I'm pretty sure that's in the kit. This is not in the kit. This page, I don't believe, is in the kit. And then this is from the kit. And I've added some of my own stained papers and stamped the bottom of it. I used a lot of Sampool Designs Creative Expression stamps, dates from the past, and I think signatures from the past. I have both sets of each collection. And then on this page, this is a page in the kit, and I made a pocket. I cut it apart and made a pocket out of it, and then this is one of the tags in the kit, kind of a grungy, faded teapot with flowers in it, and added this little sari silk bow, and just did a little grungy background. And then this background is from the kit, and I added a label, and I am not sure whose label that is. That might be Rachel's, but don't quote me. And then I just stamped it with one of Sam's stamps. I love her stamps. And then I left a lot of writing room in this journal, as I try to do in all my journals, and you can also, that's why I add a lot of tags and journal cards, so you can write on the back of those also. This one, I just added a little piece of lace scrap at the top. And this is just one of my stained papers in pink. This page is not from the kit. So like I said, there are a couple that are not in the kit. They're just images I have. I'll have to look it up, and I can put the link in the description box below. On this page, I like to take fabric and just stamp words or phrases on them. Grunge or not grunge the fabric up, and I just keep them all kind of in a box, and I like to pull them out every now and then and use them in a journal. So that's just stamped on some, I believe it's muslin. And then this is an authentic scrap paper. 1912. I say scrap paper. It's looks like it's from a ledger. It's written in pencil. And then this is a very old Bible page. I believe I got this in a paper pack I got from Rachel. I love this. I don't have much left. I've kind of been hoarding it, but it's just got a really nice, soft feel to it. And for as old as I imagine that it is, it's pretty sturdy. And then up here I just used Tim Holtz stamp for the flowers and the script. And just some stained paper. On this side I added some straw paper. And then this is just from one of my other kits. And what I did was I just folded it like so. I'm not 100% sure where this one came from. Anyway, I folded the straw paper up. I added a little scrap of paper, tucked that in there, and I've got this little vintage clip. This could be glued on the side if someone wanted to not use the clip there. But you can see that little scrap of paper. I left this side blank for writing. Here I did a belly band, a vintage lace belly band, and I've added some authentic magazine type pages. This one is French, and I'm not sure the date. Not sure the date on this one. And then this one's a little bit more fragile. And this, I believe, is from the 1800s. So I just folded those up and tucked those in the belly band. And then I just wrapped the belly band around the edge of the sheet and carried it across to the other side. I added one of Sam's stamps. I'm thinking this paper is not in the kit either. I don't think this is in the kit. This is an authentic bill of lading. I love the pink color. If I can open it. And then that's just the inside of it. So this is, I love this. I don't know if it shows up in the camera, but it is blue. It's got a blue tinge to it. It's French. That blue is original. And I love the staining on it. I just thought that was a beautiful grungy piece, and original stamp that came with it. It's from an old French, I believe it was a newspaper. It was a very big sheet. And I tore some of it down. And then on this side, I just folded the bottom up, and it wanted to fold over like that. So I just added a little drop of glue to keep it that way. And then this is an authentic piece of French document, Paris. Do I see a date? 1949. Some kind of invoice or receipt. Room for journaling on the back if someone wishes. And then over here, this is from the kit. That one I know. Just a stamped piece of vintage paper, word memories on it. And again, lots of room for journaling and to add your own pockets or flips or whatever you want. Whoever gets this journal, special delivery. That's one of Sam's stamps. Here I've taken a paper bag and folded the edges in to make this sturdy, and then I even added some washi tape to give this a very sturdy edge. I took a vintage book page and did some texture stenciling on top of it with these. I love this rose pattern. And then one of Sam's stamps. And inside there is another document. This is from 1894. And it is French. Memorandum. I can read that. But just to show you or I've folded down the edge so you've got a nice sturdy edge here. Because sometimes the edges of paper bags are, to me, they're a little bit fragile. So I'm always looking at those when I use them in my journals. And then I've just got one of the tiny clips from Tim Holtz. Excuse my arm. And then when you flip it over, I've left this side alone. I was going to put a pocket there, but I decided someone else can decide if they want to do that. And then over here, just a couple more of Sam's stamps. And this is just some grungy tracing paper. Could be some deli paper. I think it's tracing paper. And this is a antique French book page. That lovely rag paper. Always love the rag paper. You can feel the words. You can feel them. They're raised. Very interesting. Now this one, this is a page in the kit, and what I did was I cut it down. Take this off. I cut it down, and I used a decorative punch on the edge, and then, but I wanted the swan, and I thought if I put a pocket over it, it's going to cover, the swan image is underneath. So I printed it again and put the, I did the decorative punch on the edge and added that on top of the paper. And I don't know if you can see, there we go. And I just liked the look of the double pattern there. It's hard to tell, but there is this swan is on at the bottom of this page, and I just didn't want to cover it up. And then I used a label. I'm not sure whose label that is. You know, when I started, I wasn't doing YouTube videos and flip-throughs, and so a lot of my ephemera were just put in whatever container I had. So I didn't like try to organize them by designer or anything. I am trying to do better at that, but I'm not there yet totally. So just did another stamp and then another label. And then in this pocket, just another piece of authentic ephemera with just some old ads on them. You might want to know about corsets. If you need something about your corset, you can order it. And then this little envelope, I just folded it in half so you can write on the inside. It's not an envelope per se, as it's got sides or flaps on it or anything. It's just a writing place. And I don't remember. It's either Ruby&Pearl or it's Sam Pool Designs. So I just tucked those in that narrow little pocket there. And then on this side I did an envelope flip, and I covered it with this piece of paper. This is from one of my other kits. And I used Tim Holtz script stamp on it. And then this opens and got some stained grid paper and just a little piece of book page at the bottom. And then inside is another authentic book page. This is from an encyclopedia that I have from the 1800s. I think that was 1880 something. But it's just a really nice size. I use the pages in it a lot. And sometimes, you know, you don't think ahead sometimes. When I purchased this, the antique store I purchased it at, they were having it was like a whole set of encyclopedias, but they were selling them separately if you wanted to. And so I bought one, and now I wish I had gotten a couple more because the prices were amazing. And of course I went back and they were all gone. You know, what did I think? But it's a pretty thick book. It'll last me a while. And on this side is just the flap that I made into a tuck. And this is, I believe this is Ruby&Pearl. It was on the page like this, so I cut it out as one and then just folded it in half because I thought that would make a nice journaling spot. Put that in the tuck. Over here, I'm not sure who this label's from, but I like it. And this is the tag from the kit. Just a little seam binding ribbon, crinkled. And again, just grungy stained paper on the back. Little book page. This is 1800s. It's got the wonderful aid. That's foxing. It's called foxing. If you're new and are not familiar with it, the brown stains, that is not anything I added. That came from the age of the book, and it's known as foxing. Just in case you don't know. Most of you know that. This is the center of the journal, and by the light of the moon, that's one of those little strips from Tim Holtz. He's got like a whole page. I think they're stickers. I always put glue on the back of them. But this image is in the kit, and it's, to me, you know, it's very grungy looking with the faded wallpaper, and I just thought by the light of the moon was a good phrase for this page. And then this opens, and this is also in the kit, as is this page. What I did was I took this image and cut it to fit the flaps, like so. And then this is journaling space, or if someone wants to add pockets, they can. But I just tied this in a bow. I left the strings long so somebody can cut them down if they want, or leave them long and add something to them. I always forget to add little things to my strings. I usually end up cutting them short, and then I think, oh, I wish I hadn't done that. So anyway, that is the center of the journal. And then on the back we have a vintage piece of lace that I grungied up, and just some, am I in frame? Just some vintage, well, that's the antique German Bible. And then this is a stained grid paper that I had, and I just stamped it with stamps, with one of Sam's stamps. And on this one, I just added a little scrap down here I had with, I don't know what I was doing. This I didn't do for the journal. I found this, and it's got some little hand stitches in it, so it was part of a bigger piece apparently. And I thought it was pretty, so I put it there. And then here's just a little tuck and another little Tim Holtz clip. I did add one of my, this is very, very thin. It's from a book I have. I mean, this is like Bible page thin. That's how thin it is. It's Byron's poems. And I just did some of my watercolor doodles. And this is a label from I'm not sure who. Again, I will try and remember to put all the names in the description box below. And then I had this image, and I just thought I loved the colors and everything, and I stamped the bottom with one of Sam's stamps. And I think she's just so lovely, and the colors are lovely. So I just tucked her in. She's not in the kit. These are just some images I had, some ephemera I had. And I just clipped them so they would stay in there. Someone could cut this off. They could glue it down, whatever they like. And let me get that all the way in. There we go. This is the rest of the page on this side. So you can see I just folded it over to this side. I didn't want to cut it off. This is the back side of that antique French book page. I didn't do that. It came that way, and I loved it. I thought that's perfect for a grungy journal. And some more of that stained tracing paper. I'm pretty sure it's tracing paper and not deli wrap. It doesn't have a feel of deli wrap. This is the other side of that paper bag, and I just stenciled it with some gesso. And then put a tall tag in there. This is one of the pages in the kit, and I just turned it into a tall tag, and then just did a little simple collage up here. That's the back of it. This is from another one of my kits. This is not in the romantic grunge kit. And added a little tab at the top, and that just slips right in there. And then on this side, this was This was the bottom of the bag. I didn't want to cut it off, so I had to figure out how to fold it over and still have a pocket. So that was fun, logistically, trying to figure that out. But I got there in the end and just did a little divot there. But I didn't care if it cut into the tuck here. This is authentic card. It's French, and my brain's not thinking today of what it is. I don't know. There's a piece of vintage book page there and some washi tape. And then this is in the kit. Oh, another label. I don't know who did it. I'll figure it out, guys. This is in the kit, this page. Well, it's this page. It's a journal card, excuse me. It's a journal card. And I just decided to use it as an upper tuck, and I just cut off an edge so it would have that angle. And this is more authentic ephemera. This is from a little magazine called Original Papers, and I do believe it's dated 1854. I don't know if you can see that up here, but it's 1854. So whoops, let's get to the right place. And I tuck that up there. And then on this page, I just had some embossed like craft paper, craft cardstock, and I embossed it, and then I went over again with some gesso with my finger just to make the design show up more. And then this tag is from the kit. I added some crinkled, stained seam binding. And then on this page, again, this is that part of that blue newspaper. I've, again, just folded this up on the edge. This one I did glue on the side. And this is a journal card from the kit. And this is just some vintage dictionary page. So I tucked that in and tucked that in. I liked that what I did was I folded this back so that you could see the page behind it. And this is some of my faux tape. So then when you turn it over, you've got this image. This image is not in the kit. Did I tell you in the beginning? Excuse me if I'm confusing you. Most of this kit is, most of this journal is the Romantic Grunge kit, but I did add other papers. So that's why every now and then I'm saying this is not in the kit. And I just, again, another little vintage paper I had stamped with the word Chronicle, and I did some decorative punch on the edge. These images, this came from the same designer that some of the other ones came from. The ones that are like kind of white and rust, I will put that in the description box below because I think they're beautiful and you might too. And then just the other side of the straw paper with a label. And then on this side I took the bottom of the straw paper, folded it up, added a label. That one I know is Rachel's. Added another one of those vintage clips. And then I just took some, this is some of the paper left over from the paper that had the swan image on it. And I just thought, well, that would be a nice little addition, and it could be used for something else in the journal or elsewhere, or to be written on the back as a journaling space. This is just, again, another journaling card from the kit. This is a journaling card from the kit. I left these blank on the back. And then this is not in the kit. I'm not sure. I think this might be, Ruby and Pearl. But anyway, I just tucked those in this pocket. Let me take the clip off. Tuck those in the pocket. And then added this clip. Some vintage lace that I stained here. This envelope, I'm not going to take it out. It's not glued or anything. The inside, yes I am, because I don't remember. Is the inside white or did I? Yeah, okay. So someone could put something on the inside as far as a background, and they could fold it up and glue it and make an actual envelope out of it. Or this could be journaling space. And then on the front, if you don't like the fact that I left this rectangle here, you can always cover it up with something else. I did this for a reason. I did this in case someone would like to have a window in an envelope and they don't have a die cutting machine, and maybe they feel like they're not good at cutting something, you know, to the shape that they want. All you have to do is take a knife or a pair of scissors, but I would just take a craft knife and cut along the lines, and then I could have a window in the envelope. And then I just paper clip that in. This is that other end of that ledger page that I thought was a scrap. What I liked about this was this little tab. It's the word May in French. This is a French ledger. And I just did it like a little flip. Added this little scrap of lace. And then this comes over and you can flip that out and use it as a journaling space. You can write on here. It was already folded and I liked that, so I just added a piece of my faux tape to kind of keep it in that position. And then this is in the kit, this beautiful young lady. And this tag is in the kit. And I just added the crinkled seam binding. And then this is an actual envelope flip. And I didn't put anything in this. I will put something in this, so this will be a surprise to whoever gets the journal. But this then comes out, so you could use this to write on. It's just a stained little ledger page. And then up here I used a scrap of some vintage paper. It's dated 1923. It's written in pencil, so it's kind of faint. But I've had that around for a while, and I decided to use it. So that goes back like this, and then this slips inside. And then I used the flap of that envelope for a tuck on this side. And this is just some scrap paper I had around. This is an image from the kit. I'm sorry. Yes, it's an image from the kit. It's also a little file card from the kit. So I just fussy cut that out, tucked it in here. This is just an image I had in my stack of ephemera. And this is from one of my other kits. What I did here was, this was a book page double pocket. It folds over to the other side. So I covered up the book page in the back and just added a label, or this is a ticket. I believe that's Ruby and Pearl, and used one of Sam's stamps on it, and a little piece of lace, some washi tape, some faux aged tape, and then this is from my grungy Polaroids collection. I embossed the bottom of that and just tucked it in there. And then, like I said, this is from one of my other kits, and tucked that image behind. And then, like I said, this folds over, and then there's the other side of that double pocket. I just added some more of that lace like I used on the inside front cover, and added another one of my little words. This tag is in the kit, and I just added some seam binding. And another from the grungy Polaroid kit I have in the shop and embossed the bottom of that. And then add this label, and I just tuck that inside. And then over here, just one of Sam's stamps, and this I think is a Shabby Dabby doodah, but don't quote me on that label. And then the back of the journal. I took this tag from the kit, added this grungy lace on the bottom, one of Sam's stamps, and then I sewed on some seam binding, and I made a tuck out of it. This background, that is the collage sheet from the kit. And then this is just, I think this is Italian. I think this one is one of Rachel's papers. I think it's Italian. And anyway, I folded that and tucked it inside. And that's the back. See you guys in the next video. Bye.